Meow. Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and, well, that's pretty much it. So, let's go!
This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into our Fearless Beer Review. We get into the vinyl stuff we picked up, stuff we've been listening to, and that leads into the songs of the week. And then we wrap it up with some new music and other happenings in the music world. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars and 5 stars only. Please go do that. All the social media is at Asinine Radio, and follow us and hang out with us. Thank you to the new followers, new people listening. We appreciate it. And that's all I got for the boring intro. Let's get into our Fearless Beer Review. So what do you got, Jeff? Go.
Well, friend of the pod, Sloan, just came back from California today. So he brought me, I asked him to, which is funny because I asked him to bring these beers back. And I was like, yeah, get some for yourself too. And he's like, well, I've had them before. And he didn't want to get them again, but he brought back a bunch of Pliny the Elders.
Ooh.
Pliny the Elders, some Blind Pigs, whatever Russian River Pilsner is. And there's 2 other IPAs that I've never had by Russian River that he brought back. But it was funny because he said, I've already had Pliny. I don't need any more. And then we'll continue to praise Rolling Rock. But that's fine. That's beside the point. But yes, I'm drinking a Pliny tonight. And this was bottled on May 2nd. So this was bottled 20 days ago. A little old.
Damn.
A little stale. That's okay.
Way too old for Mike's standards.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Sloan, man. What an annoying guy. So annoying.
I know. And then he eventually goes back. So he goes and he buys 2. Because I said, buy one for me and then buy one for the neighbors. Because I like to bring them to the neighbor's house so they can try stuff that they can't really get out here. And it's not like this mind-blowing thing, but it's a little exclusive because you can't get it out here, and it is pretty damn good. So he bought 2 that I wanted and didn't buy anything for himself because he said he didn't want to. He's already had it, don't need it. And then goes back and buys like 7 more. He's I do like it. Like, oh my God, dude.
He has this like weird FOMO about things.
100% FOMO.
But it's not like, it's hard to explain. It's not like normal FOMO. I don't know. He's just a weird dude. Just a weird dude. Shit. Okay, so I have something from a brewery called Smog City. I don't think I've ever had this one. It's just Smog City IPA. No fancy name or anything like that. They're located in Torrance, California, so fairly local. It's obviously an IPA. It's 7.2 ABV. It says to please recycle on the label.
Good.
That's nice. I like the label too. That's kind of why I got it. Yeah, I don't know. I think everything I've had from Smog City has been pretty good, pretty good. So down for this one, and I'm ready to start to get this thing going. We have a long episode ahead of us.
I didn't even open my beer,
dude. What are you doing? Is this your first pot?
No, I was just kind of like listening, sitting back, chilling, kicking back,
chilling,
hanging out, drinking in the back of my El Camino. Renee said we can't buy an El Camino because I wanted to sell that monster truck because we don't fucking drive it.
Yeah,
but she's like, we need a 3rd car. I said, that's fine. We can get a 3rd car. I want something cheap, like something we're not going to drive that often. Let's get an El Camino. No.
Why?
Telling me.
She knows how to work on cars. I don't know why she wouldn't want to do that. I'd be so jealous, though, if you got an El Camino. Oh, I'd be so fucking jealous.
I just want something that has like a bed. Like I would like a pickup truck, like a small, like your old Tacoma.
Love
but
Tacoma.
Not that lifted, but I want something like that, something small that I throw bikes in, throw shit in.
Yeah, half car, half truck. It's perfect.
Yeah, but no,
perfect,
that's
man.
Not gonna happen.
And seriously, if you got an El Camino, I would go out there right away, and we'd fill that bed with ice, put a ton of beers in it, and just drink. Just listen to music. That'd be fucking sick.
Okay then. That might happen.
Now you gotta get an El Camino. Now you gotta get an El Camino.
I say that because there's a guy down the street who had a black El Camino sitting out there for sale for months, dude. Probably since like last November, and I just noticed now that it's gone. So I wonder if he sold it or if he gave up on it.
Go ask him. Say I'll give you $50 for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably take that.
I love idiot lowballs like that.
Do you remember Do you remember I lowballed that guy for the jet skis?
Sea-Doo? You had a jet ski? What'd you got from like $20 or $100 or something?
It was 4 jet skis, and it came with a trailer that fit all 4 jet skis, right? 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. And like clearly he's looking for tens of thousands. I think I offered him like $1,500 or something like that. That's good.
Oh man,
dick!
It's so stupid, so stupid. All right,
yeah.
You ready?
I got mine poured. I'm ready to go.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh.
Oh, oh. All right, what do you think of your Pliny that you've had it before? Oh,
I will also say that according to my neighbor. He claims that it's pronounced Pliny the Elder.
Well,
which is probably true because he does read and do things more often about history and things like that than I do, but I still don't care. And I'm going to keep saying Pliny the Elder because it's what I've been saying for a long time.
Yeah.
And, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I've never heard it pronounced that way before. It's always Pliny.
Well, I didn't even know that it was based on like a guy until he enlightened me that it was based on a guy who died in like Pompeii, like the Pompeii thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's where Pliny met his fate. And then Pliny the Younger was like his son or cousin or something. And he was on his way to save him on like a boat and just didn't make it in time. There's a whole like backstory of this thing.
So
but
we walked on Pliny's grave when we were there?
Yeah. Which would have been fucking cool had we brought like a Pliny the Elder, even like a label or something. But
I don't even think the beer was around at that time.
We weren't even big drinkers back then. No. I mean, we were pretty big drinkers, I would say, just not as often as we do now.
Well, we also only drank like Bud Lights and Bud Light and things like that. We didn't drink like sophisticated beers like we do.
No,
now.
That's true. That's true. We had some sophisticated beers in Belgium.
Yeah, and they tasted like shit. I remember that.
I remember like some of the things we tasted were so fucking syrupy, and they served it to us in like a 5-ounce glass or some small fucking thing. Like, oh, it's pretty potent. And it was disgusting.
And it was disgusting. I mean, what we ended up drinking, we just drank Carlsbergs. That's all we really drank while we were there.
Kronenbergs. Put a berg at the end of it. We'll get down.
Yeah.
Bud Light Bergs. So our boy Raul left a review for this one. This was over 10 years ago, 2012.
Oh, shit. Okay.
He said, on tap at Hollingshead in Orange. Right?
Yep.
More local stuff.
Love Hollingshead.
Raul be seeing stars because his beer got him lifted. Floral and piney, like a twilight wedding. I mean, the thing tasted like J-Lo's underdrawers. Perfection. Flavor be popping hard like Wiz Khalifa screaming black and yellow, but he spelled Khalifa totally wrong. It's a shame that this thing be hard to get, but I know where to get it 2 weeks from the source fresh because, it that good. And I'm trying to read it phonetically because instead of the T-O or T-W-O or T-O-O, it's just a letter 2 or the number 2. Instead of thes, it's all the. So it's very, man, his writing improved tremendously since 2012.
10 years.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
God, I forgot Wiz Khalifa did Black and Yellow. That song's trash.
That song's kind of good.
Fuck that song.
Nah, whatever. So what did you rate the Pliny?
Oh,
I forgot to even say that.
Yeah. So this is like a staple for any Imperial IPA, right? This is what people want to be. This is like the Mike Trout of this type of beer. This is what everybody aspires for. Not that I've tasted all of them, so I don't know if this is the actual best of them, but it's just hard to get. So it's kind of like that thing of let's withhold enough so people want it, but don't withhold too much to where they can never get it type of thing. But it's still good. It's still good, and I only drink it a couple times a year, either when you come out and bring some or if somebody comes out and brings it. So therefore, I think it's better than I would probably rank it if I could get it at my local grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a 2.8. Easy.
Oof.
Easy.
Just give it the perfect
good.
3, man.
It's fucking
Give it
good.
the perfect 3.
I can't because everywhere else gets it's got 100 on fucking Beer Advocate. It's probably perfect everywhere else. Like my God, dude.
It's a good IPA though. It's a great beer. Man, I wish Skip should try it. He should come out to California just to try Pliny the Elder.
If Skip comes out to California, I'll come out there too. I'll meet him. He deserves a vacation.
He does. Come out here, Skip.
Even though I think he's at a concert tonight.
Is he really?
I think that's what he was saying in the Discord.
Oh, in the Discord, yeah. Well, I mean, it's fucking like 5 a.m. where he is now. But my Smog City IPA. Oh, I forgot to say, our 3-point rating system is 3 is a perfect beer, 2 is a good beer you're going to continue to drink, 1 is a bad beer but give it a shot, and 0 is a drain pour. So yeah, you give it a 2.8. You're Pliny. My Smog City IPA. This is pretty syrupy. Pretty it's syrupy, man. Not to the point where I'm gonna pour it down the drain. But damn, dude, the syrupy kick at the end is definitely noticeable. I'm not used to this kind of beer anymore. I mean, 10 years ago I would have loved something like this, but man, dude, I want more citrus in my IPAs now. I'm a fucking Haze-bro, man. That hazies are so good, but this is a decent IPA, syrupy IPA. I don't think I'd go back to this. I would rather have like a West Coast IPA. So I'll give this a 1.8 because it's not bad, but I'm not going to really ever go back to it. So 1.8 for me from Smog City Brewing, Smog City IPA. Raul did leave a review for this.
Yeah.
He left it on April 25th of 2022, a little over a year ago. He gave it a 4 out of 5 on Beer Advocate. He says, "We do what we can, and we can what we do." What? Who cares? Really? Here I am now. We dream and we wish and we dream, as if there is an answer I can ask, as if any question means a thing. Whatever. Here I am. There you are. So why not try and be together? Kiss me.
Fuck.
I don't know.
What year was this?
Last year. This is 2022.
Yeah, fuck, dude. Yeah, wow.
What the fuck is this? None of this relates to the beer whatsoever. I was so confused reading that. Wow.
I wonder if
should
he's
have proofread
quoting.
it before.
I wonder if he's quoting something. Like it's actually
Like
better if you
Shakespeare
don't
or
proofread it because it's like sometimes it's so bad. Like he must be like 3 or 4 deep when he writes some of these because they just make no fucking sense.
I think you're right. Wow. Yeah, and he gave it a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. That's way too high for this role. I don't know what you're thinking, man.
He gave Pliny like a
priority
4.79 or something. I deleted
For the
it.
Pliny?
Yeah, for the Pliny.
He should give it a 5. But okay, so I don't know. That's all I got for the Fearless Beer Review. You got anything else?
That's it. That's all.
All right, let's jump into some of the vinyl stuff. Like I said, stuff we picked up, stuff we've been listening to a lot, and that'll lead to the songs of the week. So what do you got this week, Jeff? Oh, also, while you're listening, if you want to follow along, listen to the songs as we go, because we're not going to be playing these songs. I have the playlist linked in the description, so you can go onto Spotify. Yeah, we can't play any songs anymore, except our own. And so, yeah, you can go listen along and go do that. So what do you got, Jeff? Go.
So, I mean, like, do you want me to talk about autumn now, or do you want me to wait? Do you want me to give, like, my first impressions? Or
Let's wait until I get it, because I should be getting it this week, and then we'll talk about it next week.
Okay, there we go. All right.
Okay.
So, moving on. The next thing I have... That was funny. That was good. So, Gwen Stefani, Love, Angel, Music, Baby, Lamb. Finally used to splurge and bought it. Said, fuck it. And bought it online. Fantastic copy. It sounds great. It's clean. It's not colored. It's black. Boring. Whatever. But this is her first solo album. We did this on the pod. Man, you put this loud. You put this loud and proud. As soon as I turn it on, Renee came running up. She's like, "Is this fucking Gwen Stefani?" So, of course it's Gwen Stefani. You joking my ass right now? Oh, it's so good. This album is so goddamn good. And I chose What You Waiting For, the opener. Just that piano part going to the TikTok. It's just, dude, life is good. Life is good.
It's such a good song, man. This whole album is so good. I really, really want this record, but I can't drop that much money on it.
You will one day. One day when you're drinking and you're at home, whatever.
Yeah, I know. I almost dropped some good money this week on a Korn record that I still don't have, but Luckily, I didn't do that.
Which one don't you have?
I don't have the Untitled, and I don't have Remember Who You Are from 07 and 2010.
I didn't remember that record. So another thing I got is Static X. I got this one at Nichols. Got it pretty cheap. Pretty happy about that. Chose Push It. That's also the opener in that one. We did this on the pod as well.
We did.
So that's kind of
that was a good episode.
Yeah.
We discovered so much good Static X. Like most of their records are fucking great.
It's all pretty similar, but it's all pretty damn good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It never tapers off to be bad. It's always fun. It's always a fun time.
It is.
Jesus, Pliny the Elder got me going.
You already feeling it?
Kind of, yeah.
Nice.
Got all the burps.
Got all the burps.
I'm trying to go in the order of my Spotify plays. What did I put next? Oh, the Japan Droids.
Japan Droids, yeah.
When I say it out loud, It sounds weird. Japan Droids.
Japan Droids.
Yeah, this is just a group that I discovered on a Spotify Weekly many years ago, and then this album I liked, and then I got some free credit on Vinyl Me Please, and they had just repressed Celebration Rock, their second album, the album that I bought. They just repressed it, and it's, I was like, fuck it, I got some money to spend, I will buy it. And it's just two guys that just make a lot of noise. It's just very like punk rock, and in kind of its feeling, but it's presented in a very garage rock, kind of indie rock way. And I like it. I can understand why people would probably think it's boring. They kind of just hit like the same notes and let it drone on and on and on and on. That's kind of what they do. I think it's fucking good though. I think it's so damn good. The House to Heaven Built is the one that I chose. And what got me like even more going is when you mentioned it, that the pod that I don't listen to anymore, they talked about it. I was like, fuck yeah, man. And then I was excited that you liked it, but then you said you didn't like it. So
no, I did not. I like how you were spying on my Spotify too, and you saw that I had listened to Japan Droids.
I got so excited. I think I like immediately texted you too. I was so excited. But no, that's okay. That's all right. But yeah,
it's not my style.
It's like a 5-minute song, and they really just play out that whatever that chord is. They just do it over and over and over and over again, and build around it.
Yeah, it was fine. It's a song that it's background music for me. At least the song that you put on, and everything I've heard from them, the few songs I should say, I haven't listened to a lot, but yeah, it's background music.
They're just so cool, dude. They do so many cool covers of just it's like a wide variety of bands. And it's just like two guys. They just make a lot of fucking noise. It's like listening to us jam. It's just a lot of fucking noise. It's good times. So yeah, that's what I got there. The next thing is Yellow Card, Ocean Avenue, acoustic.
Yeah.
And this
when
is the
did you get
closest.
This and where?
I pre-ordered this from Rock This Town Records a while ago.
You ordered it or pre-ordered it?
I ordered it from Rock This Town Records a while ago. You're right. Pre-ordering would mean like I'm thinking about ordering, I guess. I guess that's the pre-ordering part, right?
Yeah. You either order it or you don't order it.
The pre-order is the thinking about it. So when the thought comes into my mind, I say, hey, I'm going to order this. That is the pre-order.
That is the pre-order, yes.
Gotcha. So I ordered this from Rock This Town Records, I don't know, a couple months ago. And then it came in the other day, and I got that. This is the closest I'll get for now to getting the Ocean Avenue album, because it's expensive, and they repressed it like a year ago, and it sold out within fucking like seconds.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
I was so fucking mad. I was so bummed. But this is still really good. It's not...
Is it the whole record?
Yeah, it's the whole record, through and through.
Oh, shit.
Like a decade later, after Ocean Avenue came out, they went back to it and redid these songs. The song that I chose, 23. We did one for the kids on the pod, but I really, really like Ocean Avenue. Ocean Avenue just hits that nostalgic chord. It's very much like beach themed summer music, even though they're not from like our area, but it's just very much like of our high school area. Like our all of our friends, every one of us like listened to Yellow Card at some point and enjoyed a lot of their songs. Totally. It was just a part of us growing up. And Ocean Avenue, that was kind of at the tail end of me really getting into them. That was the last album that I really, really liked. But god damn, it's a fucking banger of an album. And I chose 23, kind of a deeper cut, not one of the big ones. My favorite song is Life of a Salesman, but I can't fucking stand the acoustic version. That's one that's like, Tell me when to hear dad. When your dad says like dad a million times. It's really funny. But it's a good album. You should pick it up. It's like $20.
It's not bad because I did like this this version and I kept thinking like, who? This is not Ryan singing. Like, who is this? And it's the fucking violinist.
23.
Does he sing? I don't remember. Does he sing lead vocals on the actual track? He doesn't, right?
I think this is the only one that he sings lead vocals on.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, because I don't remember that listening to Ocean Avenue, and it was kind of nice. It was kind of nice not hearing Ryan Key sing. Not that he's a bad singer. It was just, it was a pleasant surprise.
They're very the acoustic versions definitely accentuate the whininess in his vocals. But because it's acoustic, it's almost like, okay, that's fine, because you listen to Dashboard and that's the way it is, and just our era of growing up listening to acoustic versions of songs, we're just so used to everything being whiny anyway. It's fine, whatever. But I don't know.
This is weirdly a band I really liked in high school, and I didn't like this kind of music at all. But Yellowcard, they always stuck out. One for the Kids and Ocean Avenue, I always really enjoyed, and like you said, there's a ton of nostalgia there. So it was a good listen through. I don't know if I'll get this on. I don't think I'd get this on vinyl.
Would you get the regular?
Avenue. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd get Ocean Avenue, and then I would also get the first two records, but those are never going to be repressed.
Oh, Midget Tossing.
Especially that first one. Yeah, Midget Tossing definitely is never going to get a pressing, but then their second record, I don't think it ever will.
Yeah, I can't.
But I'd for sure get that. Yeah, what is that? I can't remember what it's called either. But it's a fucking great punk record.
Yeah,
Ryan Key doesn't sing on it.
He's all right. He's fine.
He's fine. He's fine.
He's fine.
God, now I want to listen to One for the Kids on the vinyls, but I don't have my vinyls here.
Oh,
I only have a small handful of vinyls to prep me for the next few weeks of the pod.
Even if I don't plan on like listening to vinyls or have time, I still just look at them and touch them and admire them every single day.
Every single day.
That's not even like a fucking joke or an understatement at all.
No, I believe it, because I would do the same thing. So I would just look at them and just think, wow, dude. Pull out a couple records and just look at it.
It really is. You're just so proud of yourself. It's like, I'm so cocky about it.
And honestly, our collections are. I mean, my collection is better than yours, but you have a really good collection too, and it's just fun sifting through it.
It is. There's something here for everybody. Anybody that's ever come to the house in any walk of life, they do have this. And I say, well, either I have what they're asking for specifically, or I have something that's fucking almost identical to it.
Yeah, or another record by that band.
Yeah, no matter what.
Yeah, that's what's so cool about our collection is that it is so eclectic. We have
the best
stuff from every genre, almost every genre you can think of. We have at least one record from that genre. That's rad.
I can't think of a genre that we don't have, honestly.
I mean, for me, the only thing I don't have is like trap or mumble rap.
Yeah, I was going to say, unless you get into some stupid fucking like subset of things. I don't know. Some crazy subgenre.
Our hip-hop collection is solid. I mean, yours is bigger than mine, but I mean, I have a pretty solid, hip-hop collection. And then
you have a great starter collection. It's great. It's solid.
It's fucking fantastic. I mean, there's only a few more hip-hop records that I actually want. I mean, really. It's just, I think maybe 10 at most that I would want, and then I'm good on hip-hop. I don't need anything else.
Well, the more hip-hop you start listening to, you didn't think you wanted to inspect a deck until you listened to that one a couple weeks ago.
That's true, and I really want that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That record is so good. Love that fucking record. Anyway.
Yeah, so the last thing here is something I've been looking for. I've never seen it in the wild ever. And that's UFO, their first album, the first two albums really, I've never seen. I got in this band because when I got all those free records from a friend of my stepdad, he gave me all those like Ramones records, the Grateful. That's how I got into the Grateful Dead too. Was this guy?
Oh, that's right.
But there was one live UFO in there, and it was Strangers in the Night, and I just like fell in love with it. I thought, yeah, this is really fucking good. This is not like Van Halen-esque. This is not over the top. It's just really, really good hard rock. And like Michael Shankar, that's how I started really, really liking Michael Shankar. Shankar brothers, essentially, both of them. Even the stuff in the Scorpions too, I really enjoy. But something about UFO, I really, really liked. There was something like flirting with with the psychedelic stuff and then like the prog, but mostly it was just good hard rock. And then I listened to the first 2 UFO albums. Naturally you go back and listen to the first couple albums, and I was just kind of, what the fuck is this? It's a completely different band. They sound nothing like this ever again. And their first album is just that. It's this like spacey psychedelic thing, and it's fucking weird, and it's really, really good.
It's awesome.
It's so awesome. Goddamn good. Yeah.
Yeah. You told me a few days ago, you said you got to check out the first 2 records. They're psych rock. They're awesome. And especially I like the first record a lot more. But dude, it's so fuzz driven. The rhythm section is fucking heavy. Dude, it's a great record. I want this on vinyl so bad. The cheapest copy is $36 on Discogs. And
yeah, mine was like 25, and it's a little beat. It's got tape on the top.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty beat.
But the
record plays fine, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So if I came across this in the wild for like 35, I would pick it up. But I'm not going to go to Discogs and pay that much for it.
No,
it's more of a record I just want to kind of put on the back burner, like Sweet, like Disposition Boulevard. I really want that record. And I know I can get it on Discogs, but I just want to find it. I've never been able to find that Sweet record. That's the only one I want. I know, and that's what I love. I love just putting these records on the back burner and just waiting until I find them in the wild. Like Johnny Smith. I'm on the lookout for Johnny Smith all the time, and I rarely come across his records. But I love that I can buy them online if I want to, but I don't. I like the hunt.
Martin Denny too. This band's cool. There's only one more UFO album that I really want. Otherwise, I'm pretty good. And that's No Heavy Petting, and it shows like a monkey on the cover. Never seen that one. I've had a lot of their albums. I've purged most of them because they just don't quite do it for me what I want them to do.
Yeah.
But dude, like the drums in this first album, he does so many rolls. He's constantly just doing these fucking rolls, and they're not just like one bar. Like he'll roll and then go backwards and then go back into it. It's like, when is he gonna stop doing these fucking rolls? And he just does it the entire time. And his drum sound too is very. I don't know. It's almost like the mic was put out of the room to record his drum set in a different room. Like that's how back it sounds.
Yeah, it's like a giant open room. Like there's a lot of just echo in the sound.
It's so good. I fucking love this album.
No, I do too. I mean, you put the song Boogie on the playlist, so we're not going to play it because we're not playing music anymore on the pod.
Can't play music anymore.
But yeah, we don't want to get the pod taken down. So go listen to the playlist down below in the description. But yeah, no, this whole record is solid. I think it's only like 35 minutes, something like that. It's fairly short, and
they do like a fucking 8-minute cover of "Who Do You Love" by Bo Diddley.
It's so fucking good. And this record is awesome. I was really kind of blown away. Dude, this whole week, like listening to music and playing Zelda has been so rad.
It's therapeutic. Like the Zelda stuff has been so therapeutic.
It's been so, I mean, and I felt like this Zelda hasn't been as difficult as like Breath of the Wild was. I don't know what it was about that one, but I found it really difficult. But this one is just, it's so much fun. Have
you been doing like a lot of combat? Because the combat in this one's way fucking harder.
The combat, not a lot. I mean, I found it's a little bit more difficult, but most of it you could just avoid. Because it's not like you're trying to level up your character. So It's like, I don't really care. If I can avoid it, I will. Because sometimes the battles take way too long, and then you end up using all of your weapons because they all break down, and that's really annoying. So, but otherwise, I mean, the puzzles have been fun, very satisfying when you complete them. So no, it's been a ton of fun, and then playing some rad music. It's been a very good week.
Yeah,
very very good week.
Yeah.
So yeah. So is that all you got for vinyls?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I got a few things here. Start with Bleeding Through. The album This Is Love, This Is Murderous, third album from 2003. We literally just did this album like 4 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. So I'm not going to go too deep into it, but it's a great record. It's a perfect record. And you agree. And
it's a perfect, I think you said this was the greatest metalcore record of all time.
No, I didn't. I would never say that.
I think you said that, or you think, or you said that Bleeding Through was the greatest metalcore band of all time. You said one of the two.
I would never say either of those things.
You did, and then I even got down your throat, and I was like, "No fucking way! I can name you like 15." I think you said Bleeding Through was the best metalcore band of all time. I think that's what you said.
I did not say that. I would never say that. Because
would you like to make a wager?
Atreyu, I would 100% make a wager on that, because Atreyu is the best metalcore band out there, and the best metalcore record is Suicide Notes and Butt Kisses. So, or even The Curse is better than anything Bleeding Through has done.
There's a million albums that are better than anything Bleeding Through has ever done.
So I've never said either of those things. I would never say either of
those
things.
I'm gonna put it on top of my notes. I'm gonna put it on the top of my notes, and I'm gonna research it tomorrow. Just like I put it at the top of my notes. Tyler said,
"How are you gonna research it?"
Touched upon.
I forgot about that.
So good. I'm just listen to the Bleeding Through episode and skim through it.
The whole episode? Jesus Christ!
Oh, it would be just the album of the week episode.
I know, but that's like an hour and a half. I don't know. I edit the podcast, but I don't know the last time I've listened to an entire episode of our podcast. It's been years.
Yeah, you just don't need to. We were there.
Yeah, we were there. We don't remember any of it. So, yeah, Bleeding Through, This Is Love, This Is Murderous. This is the first time it's ever been pressed. It was pressed by Revolver, Revolver Magazine, Revolver Online, whatever it is. And you had to buy a stupid-ass fucking NFT, which was really dumb. And the variant was randomly selected according to the NFT. Some of them were way more rare than the others. It was just all a giant, stupid marketing ploy. It means absolutely nothing. And it was really annoying, but I really wanted this record. And actually, the variant came out to be much nicer than I was expecting, so that was cool. The artwork, everything was exactly like the CD. Like, everything. The pictures, they didn't change anything, which is cool. I appreciate that.
You know, that reminds me of something.
What does it remind you of?
Like buying these vinyls now for CDs that I had as a kid growing up, and then opening the vinyls and putting on the platter, and then seeing the label on the innards, which was the same label as on the CD.
Yeah,
like it really hit. It really hit with Significant Other when I got Significant Other like a couple years ago, and I was like, "Fuck, man! Like this is so rad, dude. This is so cool." And I just like, you stand there and kind of admire it, and you reminisce like, "Oh, I remember having this fucking CD. It was exactly the same." Like that's cool.
I love that too. I noticed it the most with Korn's self-titled record and the Offspring's Americana, especially the Americana
the cigarette
one with the cigarette. Oh, dude,
so good.
That was just. I remember flipping through my CD case when I was a kid and always seeing that cigarette. That fucking cigarette, man. The gold and silver,
like kind of burnt out cigarette.
Yeah, burnt out cigarette. Yeah, yep. Dude, it just, I love that too. Dude Ranch is the same way. The Dude Ranch is the same as the CD, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So I do like that. I do like that about this record. It was only 500 were pressed. They all sold out. It took a little while to sell out, but that's okay. But then when I fucking got it, the first track, it skips. It fucking has a bunch of surface noise, and I was really annoyed. I can't clean it because I don't have my cleaning stuff here where I'm living right now. But so yeah, I couldn't clean it. So hopefully that'll fix it when I eventually move back into my place. But
it should be fine. Like the skipping thing with new records, because like from what I have been told, because the wax is still like really new. Once your stylus kind of grooves into it a little bit, it'll fix that. Like new records shouldn't skip at all.
Yeah, and it was only the first track.
The surface noise thing could be like a pressing issue, or it could just be dirty.
It wasn't like a constant surface noise. It was only when it hit a certain part of the record, you hear the. So I think if I just give it a really good cleaning, it should be fine. But it still annoyed me. And also because it was delayed for like 6 months. It was supposed to be released in November, and we got it
I forgot
2 weeks ago.
I didn't even order that.
Yeah, so friend of the pod, Mike, and I both ordered it back in November, and it finally got here 2 weeks ago. So that was annoying. And then, the pressing it overall, it just sounds like a CD rip. It doesn't sound like it was remastered in any way. It sounded kind of flat, not super dynamic. And then I threw on a Turnstile 7-inch after this. And dude, when that came on, and it doesn't even play out of 45, that 7-inch, still 33. And dude, it was so much punchier and so much louder, and just, it sounded so much better than this fucking Bleeding Through. So it really irritated me. This whole process has really irritated me.
And clearly just a cash grab. They pressed 500 of it. That's not that much at all.
And that's
you had to buy the NFT.
It wasn't by the band. The band didn't sanction this. It was the record label Trustkill Records. And Treskill's known for doing really shady things to the artists. And they've
hated
screwed over
Treskil.
Bleeding Through a lot. They fucked that band over a lot. They still owe them like a couple $1 million. And so yeah, no, it's all Treskil. Like Bleeding Through had no say in this. Like they've reluctantly promoted it on their socials over the last 6 months.
Because you kind of have to, even though you're not going to make any money from this, you still kind of have to promote it because it's still going to expose people to your music.
Exactly.
That sucks. Like that's shitty.
Yeah. But anyway, moving on. Another band that's actually directly related to Bleeding Through via the singer, 18 Visions. I know you're not really a big fan of this band or a fan at all of this band. But I have so much nostalgia with them. They're another metalcore band. Brandon Chapati, the singer from Bleeding Through, he was in 18 Visions prior to the band, and he played guitar and wrote all the music in 18 Visions. And this is the last record he did with them. It's called Vanity. Came out in 2002. And so Brandon Chapati and the guys from 18 Visions, they hate each other. Absolutely fucking hate each other. And they have since Brandon left the band. To this day, they still talk shit. They're like fucking children. They still talk shit to each other online.
So stupid.
Yeah, like when I had fucking 18 Visions like a year ago, they posted something on their Instagram stories, and it was an old band picture from this era, and they put a clown face over Brandon's head.
Come on, dude. You're too old for that.
You're in your fucking 40s and you're doing this shit. Get over yourself. But anyway, it's also to the point where they ended up re-recording almost this entire record in 2020 and releasing it. And they pretty much did that, I think, just to kind of fuck over Brandon. There was no point to re-record it at all. But the only time this record was ever pressed was back when it came out. It was a picture disc. Apparently it sounds like shit. But this new pressing that when I got it actually has both recordings on it. It has the original recording and it has the re-recording. So that's really cool. It's a double LP, really cool variant. I sent you a picture of that, like the hot pink and the blue and everything.
It was really nice.
Looked really cool. But dude, it's solid, man. I mean, I listened to both back to back, the same fucking songs, but the original recording just has this kind of like this rawness, this terrible aspect about it. But I fucking love it, and the new one's way polished. But I'm super stoked on it. I've been wanting it for a while. They only pressed like 300 of these. They're all numbered. I think I got number 64 or something out of it.
Oh, so close to 69.
I know, right? Nice. But no, I really liked it. So I mean, I put on the song. What song did I put? Not I Don't Mind. What did I put on there? Oh, One Hell of a Prize Fighter. Yeah,
yeah.
With that recording at the beginning, why'd you kill her?
Yeah,
she was talking shit. I fucking love it.
So
that's like the coolest opening.
It definitely like struck the same chord as Bleeding Through does for me. I don't. Other than like listening to you and other people in high school listen to that music, I have like no nostalgia with these bands whatsoever. So it definitely struck that same chord. It was still fun. It still brought me back to high school. But like, it's fine.
You just don't like the vocals, I bet?
No, not at all.
That's what people have always complained about, has been the vocals. It's some good musically though. There's some great musical parts. It's good. I like this band. I have 2 of their other records. The new one they put out in 2018, which is actually a really good hardcore record, and then I have their second record, and that's just like, dude, it feels like watching a band at high school, like play at lunch, play in the center of the quad at lunch. That's what it feels like. I love it. That's
kind of like exactly the feeling. I didn't articulate it that well, but that's exactly the feeling that this is. It's like watching one of those bands that we saw a dime a dozen play Creative Impulse or play like at lunch. That's
at lunch, yeah.
That's it.
Oh, that's great. And then that other record I have of theirs, there's a ton of pictures, and all the pictures are of like the kids back in the day, like the scene kids back in the early 2000s. And I remember I sent you, this is like when I got it like a year ago, and I sent you a bunch of pictures of all the stuff in that booklet. And dude, it looked like every kid came from our high school, like straight up from our high school. It was pretty fucking wild. It was like looking through a yearbook.
So silly.
Yeah, it really is. Stupid scene, but I loved it. Fucking loved it. All right, this last thing I have here, I picked this one up from, I got this from Rhino Records out in Claremont. It's the Claypool Lennon Delirium and the record Monolith of Phobos. This is their first record from 2016. This is a collaboration between Les Claypool from Primus and Sean Lennon, John Lennon's son. Les plays bass, sings, plays drums on this, along with some other stuff, and then Sean sings as well, and then plays guitar, amongst other things. So it's a really cool collaboration. I love this record. Their second record is really good too, South of Reality. But this one, I think Monolith is a much better record. It's psychedelic, it's weird, it's trippy. It has Les's, signature bass sound and style. I fucking love this record. I'm so stoked on it. What'd you think of this one? Or the song, at least?
I liked it. I thought it was really damn good. And I remember listening to... Is there a second one that has like a whale or a narwhal or some shit on their fucking cover? And it's like purpley...
No, it has like a cockroach, like looking out on the horizon of like another planet, like Mars or something like that. It's like a bug, like an insect of some sort, and it's staring off in the distance at the horizon.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. I looked at it right now. Yeah, I listened to this album. Why did I think that was like a narwhal or something?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's like a bird cockroach. But yeah, that's the one I've listened to. And I didn't think it was bad or good, just kind of whatever's. But I really like this song. And then it made me think that at our record store, we have this album on sale because nobody bought it. And I think he priced it down to like $15.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
I paid $28 for this one.
I'm going to check.
Which I still think is a good deal. But
I'm going to check tomorrow to see if there's any left. Otherwise, because I'm going to buy it if there is some. But I don't think there is. I think everybody bought it like the day he priced them down.
Well, yeah, you'd be crazy not to buy it for $15.
Kind of bums me out.
It's a great record, though. I mean, it's easily, you could buy it on fucking Discogs for the same price. I think it's even on Amazon. I think they sell it for like $35 on Amazon or something.
I think like I'm at the point now where like I buy things if they're cheap, like in like this. I know I'll get a bunch of good spins out of it. I know at some point this will probably get purged for something else, but at least I will get a bunch of good spins out of it.
Okay. All right. You should just get it, man. Just buy it. Pay $30 for it.
Well,
it's worth it.
Pay $30 for it, but
it's worth it. Just get it. Anyway, that's all I got for for my vinyls. You got anything else?
That's it. That's all.
All right, so let's get into some new music and other happenings in the music world. Let's start with The Used. They put out a new record called Toxic Positivity. I haven't listened to it yet. The one song I heard I thought was pretty good. But I don't know. This is a John Feldman thing, and I don't know. It's probably going to be decent to bad, I'd imagine. You probably didn't listen to it, huh?
I did not.
Yeah. So let's move on. Ghost, our boys in Ghost, your favorite band now. They put out an EP called Phantomime, so it's just a covers EP. We've already heard a couple songs from it. We heard Phantom of the Opera, the Iron Maiden cover. We heard the Genesis cover. I think it's Jesus Knows Me, which is a really fucking awesome cover. And then there's 3 other songs as well. It's just a good, solid covers record. I mean, the Phantom of the Opera one isn't perfect or, amazing, but it's still solid.
It's fine. There's nothing negative about this, but
yeah,
nothing positive about this.
Yeah. So they put that out. I don't think I'm gonna ever get this on vinyl unless it's like $10. No reason to get it. Although I really do like that Jesus Loves Me.
I don't know, even $10.
But just for that one song, I think I'd get it. That song's fucking great. That cover is awesome. And so a new song came out from Avenged Sevenfold. It's called We Love You. Man, this song was a fucking wild ride.
It was weird.
Did you listen to it?
Yeah, it was weird.
Right? I fucking loved it.
It was just like rhyming shit. I don't know. First of all, it's like 6.5 minutes or 7 minutes. So it was long. It's like vocals,
the weirdest prog song. It was such a weird prog kind of song.
Some of the vocals in the beginning were pretty questionable, but I think it really found itself when he was just doing that rhyming thing.
Yeah.
That was fucking weird. Like, I've never heard anybody do that. It was just like reciting poetry almost.
I know, it was bizarre. Like the whole song is all over the place.
I don't know if I like it or hate it, but I'm definitely very, very intrigued.
Oh, dude, I fucking loved this song. It was, dude, Brooks's drumming was fucking perfect on this. They ripped it up on the guitars when they needed to. He screamed for the first time since I think Wake in the Fallen, so over 20 years ago. Seriously, this is a cool fucking song. And then the last song they put out like a month ago. I forgot the name of it right now, but they've never put out a song like that either. Like these 2 songs that they put out, both are like 6-7 minutes long, but they're just so unique. They're so different. Like I'm really actually excited for this new Avenged record. I'm very excited. If this is like, I don't know, if it's all this kind of weird proggy shit, I'm so down for it. So fucking down for it. Because I thought their last record, The Stage, was really solid too. The first one with Brooks Wackerman, it's a pretty damn solid record. But, dude, it doesn't sound anything like these 2 songs, especially this We Love You song. What the hell are they thinking? It's so fucking cool, man. I recommend everybody go check it out. It's bizarre. Really, really bizarre. And so that's it for new music. The other big headline this week was Foo Fighters. They officially announced their new drummer, and it's going to be Josh Freese. We've speculated it for a while. We all kind of knew it was going to be Josh Freese, but all these fucking news outlets are picking it up. The E's picking it up. You know, every fucking TMZ's picking up the new drummer, and it's like, who's this new drummer? Who is this Josh Freese? Let's look at his back catalog, and it's like 400 things they list. And it's just like, oh my God, dude. It makes me feel very gatekeepy.
I was just going to say, your gatekeeper's coming out here.
I'm totally coming out. But it's so annoying. Well, the one thing that really annoyed me was that Daily Variety, which is now called Variety, Daily Variety posted about this, talking about Josh Freese joining Foo Fighters, but they never once mentioned in the article that Daily Variety was the company that sued the Vandals and Josh Freese for copyright of the logo.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
And they lost the lawsuit.
The fucking balls on that fucking periodical, dude.
Fuck Daily Variety. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it was like a 3-year lawsuit that the Vandals ended up winning because fucking Daily Variety went after this little punk band, not realizing that Joe Escalante, the bass player, is also an entertainment lawyer, and he fought back and won. And it's the whole story is really cool. Well, it's not cool, but it's fascinating.
It's a very like David and Goliath-y type story.
Oh, totally. And I just love that Daily Variety lost. It makes me so happy. But fuck them for posting about this. They have no right bringing Josh Freese's name into any of their articles.
Keep Josh Freese's name out of your mouth.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck Daily Variety. But Foo Fighters also, they posted a video on some app called Veeps, which I ended up downloading and watching the video. But it's like a rehearsal, 45 minutes of them playing new songs, a couple new songs, mostly old songs, and it's all pro shot in the small little studio in black and white. It was fun. It was cool. But to the beginning, the first like 4 minutes was like banter before Josh Freese was officially introduced. They made it into this like skit that was really embarrassing and not funny at all. And I hated it, like really, really hated it. And then the performance came and Josh Freese fucking ripped it up, of course, because he's amazing. So
yeah, it's I don't know. It's been a long time of jumping around for a good like hearty paycheck, but then still keeping his roots true to the Vandals, which is you just can't.
The Vandals has been his only consistent band. Been his only consistent outside of Devo, but Devo's not his band. Like he doesn't make new music with Devo.
I don't think any musician in like the history of music has ever done what like he's done, right? Because I mean, the idea is to make a good living, pull in a good paycheck to pay your mortgage, to put like nice clothes on your kids and shit, but then still keep true to your roots, and that's exactly what he's done. And now this is the easiest fucking gig that he will ever have, and probably the highest paying gig. It's the easiest fucking gig you will ever have, and the highest pay you will ever have.
And watching him church up, but like do it in such a classy way, churching up Taylor Hawkins drumming, because Taylor Hawkins is, come on, he's not that great of a drummer.
No.
But watching Josh just rip it up and still keep it classy was perfect. I fucking loved it because he did, you know, do more than he normally does, and I think it was just to kind of show off his chops, and it was fucking solid. So good for Josh Freese, and it looks like he's actually an official member. Like he's listed as an official member now, which is really weird because that never happens with him. He's outside of Devo and the Vandals, he's never an official member. He's always a touring or session musician. And to get the Foo Fighters gig as an official member is huge, fucking huge.
I mean, this week, if nothing else, has just shown how gross, but how big the Foo Fighters actually are. All these news outlets, like you said, picking up on the story. Maybe it's just been a slow week, but damn, dude, like they're so big, and that's
I know, right?
That's stupid. It's gross.
But I think everybody just wants that clickbait headline because we know this big drummer died, and now they found the new member. It's just all clickbait. Nobody in these big companies like TMZ and shit, they don't give a fuck. They don't care about Josh Freese. I care about Josh Freese.
I don't know. I gotta fucking just, they're so vanilla, but the Foo Fighters have been around for so fucking long. And Dave Grohl, like the reason why the Foo Fighters exist and in stardom. He's just such a cool guy. Everybody loves him.
Yeah, you're right. And I did see that. So their new album comes out on June 3rd, I think. And it does show that Dave Grohl plays drums on the new record. It is Dave. So that's cool. We get to hear a new drum performance by Dave, which we don't hear too often. So
that song that we were speculating on, that was Dave Grohl?
Mm-hmm. It is Dave Grohl, yeah.
All that hi-hat work that we don't hear him do. Look at that.
Isn't that cool, though?
I'm really fucking excited because that's something different that we haven't heard him do.
And that's what I love about Dave Grohl, because everything he did with the 2 records he did with Nirvana, the early Foo Fighter stuff, there were some cool little things he did in there. The 2 Queens of the Stone Age records he did, fucking amazing drum work on both of those records. And then now we get a new drum performance from him. Probot as well, Dead Widow, great drum performances. So I'm excited for the new Foo Fighters, just mainly because of Dave Grohl playing drums on the record. So that's cool.
Maybe we'll do it on the pod. Cool, maybe that'll be our one Foo Fighter album we do on the pod.
We talked about it. We did talk about it yesterday. So we might. So I don't know. Do we have anything else on this episode?
That's it. That's all.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening. You know what to do. Follow us on social media. Give us 5 stars. And thank you all for listening. And that's it. That's all. Christmas.